Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jacob and this is Last Stop Waterfowl Outdoors. Well, in today's video, guys, we got a fun one for you. We're going to actually be heading out to our local Walmart here in Hammond, Louisiana, and I'm going to take you along with me on this journey. Now, you may be asking yourself, okay, Jacob, why are you excited about taking us to Walmart? Well, Walmart just released all their new hunting gear supposedly for the 2024-2025 season. And I haven't spent a whole lot of time at Walmart looking at hunting gear in quite some time, if I'm going to be honest with all of you. You know, in the world of high dollar camouflage, in the world of high dollar hunting equipment, oftentimes places like Walmart get overlooked or kind of get the nose turned up when you're talking about buying your hunting gear from Walmart. But back in the day, my grandfather, my dad, your mom and dad, if they hunted back in the old school days, chances are most of their gear was picked up at their local Walmart or Kmart stores. So what do those stores actually have to offer in the modern day age as compared to some of the high-end big box retail stores? Well, that's exactly what we're going to go to find out today and see if, as a hunter in 2024, you could pick up everything you need at your local Walmart, and how does it compare to some of the high dollar equipment. So this is going to be fun, guys. Y'all stay tuned. Come along. We're going to take you with us, and we're going to see what we can find at our local Walmart. There you go, guys. Late September, 98 degrees. Hard to believe. All right, guys, so we made it out to our local Walmart, and I don't know if y'all are like me, but I always like to go in through the garden center if I could help it, because it seems like there's a lot less traffic. But sometimes you catch these things, they're not open. But today we're going in through the garden center. We're going to go in and see what we got for hunting gear here at Walmart. All right, so we're in, guys. So this Walmart, I'm not sure if they actually sell firearms or not. We're going to go check that out. We're going to look there first, see if there is anything that they offer as far as firearms, because some of the Walmarts do offer them and some don't. So let's go check that out first and see as we come down to our hunting aisle. We'll take a look at this in a second, but let's go see the firearms. All right, so they do have firearms, and it looks like it's pretty wiped out from what it looks like here. So you can tell hunting season is definitely around the corner. But looking at the guns, if I'm a waterfowler trying to pick up a shotgun, it looks like they have a TriStar Viper that's in stock in the camo right here for $515. Above that, they got a Charles Daly, which I've always remembered Charles Daly being available at Walmart. They have a pump right there for a pretty good price, it looks like. A couple of other pump shotguns look to all be the same. Then they have a couple of rifles for your hunting, for your deer hunting, with the combos, with the scope and everything on them, a couple of Savages. So definitely have some firearms at this location. They also have a little selection of cutlery, so if you're looking for knives, that type of stuff, they have a good little selection of knives and multi-tools, as well as optics right here. So if we come around, we look at it, you have some optics right here located in this location right here. So they do have a little bit of gear as far as optics go, which surprised me a little bit. I didn't know if they'd have anything on the more higher end stuff. It looks like the most expensive set's about $240. So as we come down here, let's go take a look at the ammunition, guys. They are stocked up pretty good, it looks like, on ammunition. As far as shells go, looks like they have a little bit in 28 gauge, also 20 gauge and 12 gauge as well. So they do have a good selection of shells. Looks like there is lead, a little bit of steel shots, so you should be good there. Bullets, for all my deer hunting guys, they have plenty of selection of bullets. It looks like they're actually stocked up on that pretty good. And then they have some target load stuff here that you can see right here. This is going to be more for your practice, your skeet shooting, that type of stuff. They have quite a selection of that in 28 gauge, 20 and 12 as well there. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed with this location as far as the ammunition goes right now, because a couple of years ago, like everywhere else, guys, if you remember, you couldn't find anything. Even these Walmarts were absolutely wiped out. So that's cool to see. Okay, so this is actually the hunting aisle, it looks like here. And they have quite a bit of camo for those of you looking for clothes. One thing about Walmart is that a lot of people have always thought, okay, yeah, they have clothes, we know they carry camo, that type of stuff, but is it cheap compared to what you could get at some of the high dollar stores? And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, they got some really nice stuff. Like this is mossy oak right here. I mean, you have a hoodie right here with a fleece interior priced at $24.98, and it seems to be really well made. It's a moisture wicking material. You have your jackets right here, something a little bit heavier for the colder months. Very durable, has a good zipper on it. Once again, $44.98, really good price on that if you're looking for something a little bit heavier. For your hunter's orange to stay legal, they have vests, simple just hunter's orange vests. But this is what I wear a lot of times, like these little lightweight shirts here in Louisiana. This is a spandex material, moisture wicking material, and this also has scent control and also a repellent built into it for like gnats and mosquitoes, that type of stuff. So that's real nice. But you could pick these up. That's not actually the price on that particular shirt, but let's see if they have a price tag on it. And I'm doing this with one hand, so bear with me, y'all. Let's see if they have a price. Yeah, so look at that, guys. That little shirt right there is $16.97. I mean, that's hard to beat, and this is something that you could wear pretty much all season down in Louisiana and other areas throughout the United States. So now as we get into the colder months, they even have the bigger jackets right here. This is a real tree. It's a waterproof jacket. It has some down material that is built with. Seems to be really durable, really nice. And let's see if the price tag on that is priced at, let's see if they, 57 bucks. So you know, if you were to purchase a jacket, say at your local Cabela's or Bass Pro Shop, something comparable to this right here, you'd be paying 100 plus probably on something there. Now it would probably have Gore-Tex or something like that that's more expensive, but for 57, 60 bucks, you know, in that range, you really cannot go wrong, guys. And it has lots of pockets, seems to be well made, has good insulation on it, and it claims to be 100% waterproof. So that's pretty cool. They also have some lighter weight jackets as you come to the back right here. I know it all looks the same on camera, but let me pull this out for y'all. This is a little bit lighter weight jacket here, like a parka style. So they do have some lighter weight stuff. And then this is also something that is real popular throughout the season. A lot of guys like to wear bibs. This is an insulated pair of bibs. This is great for deer hunting. This is also good for waterfowl hunting. And let's see what a pair of Realtree bibs is costing at Walmart. So 69 bucks. Can't beat that, man. I mean, that's just an excellent price for nice straps on it. Seems like it's well made, insulated, has a bunch of pockets for storing your gear. You have a zip up right here on the bottom for you to be able to put your boots on easily, and then put the bibs over it if you want to. So that's nice, man. For that price, you really can't beat it. So, and then also they got these right here. This is a kind of like a base layer type pullover hoodie is what it looks like here. And this is $29.97 for this. It has zippers on the pockets. Something similar to like what the old Drake pullovers we used to wear. I would say it's probably closest to that if I had to compare it. And this is made by Takari Hunt. Never heard of that company. So that's probably a company that makes stuff exclusively for Walmart. So I could see Takari here again. They have jackets with a different type of camo pattern. What you will see here at Walmart a lot of times, guys, is going to be your basic camo pattern. So what I mean by that is a lot of times you're going to see like mossy oak breakup, you know, the old school patterns like that have been around forever. You won't see many other patterns them stray away from. You might see a little bit of you know, shadow grass or something like that, but you're going to see a lot of mossy oak breakup, Realtree, you know, common patterns that they've been making for years. And you know, that's what you're going to have to, you know, purchase if you come to Walmart to pick up your gear for that. Now they also do have like all your t-shirts, all that type of stuff. You can get camouflage t-shirts for the kids, very affordable. It's nothing over $10, it doesn't look like right here. All kind of different sizes, different cotton t-shirts. A few of them are moisture wicking, it looks like, as well as base layers. That's something that also, you know, could get pretty pricey when you're comparing some of the big box stores to like your Walmarts like we're at today. So base layers, they have everything's by Realtree is what it looks like for the most part. And I mean, a pair of base layer bottoms right here, you're looking at $12.98 for men's cotton thermals. That's hard to beat, man, and it's quality stuff. It seems like it's made really well. For the price point, you really can't beat it. You have your beanies that you have with your fleece line interior to them. You're looking at $15.97. That's made by Huntsworth. So another company that you see at Walmart quite often. Fleece face masks, $10.94. Looks like they have lightweight face masks, something like you might wear in the early season right here, $6.82 and $5.94. So very, very affordable. Also, wool socks. Let's talk about that because that could get pretty expensive. So you'll see here Realtree wool socks. This is merino wool, which is really nice. A pair of merino wool socks here at Walmart, guys, is $12.97. They have some for $15. Nothing over 20. Well, yeah, they have one pair over 20 right here. And that's just because you get multiple pairs, I guess, or the thickness is a little bit thicker on these. So, yeah, really, I mean, that's a great deal when you're looking at that. So you could pretty much get everything you need here at Walmart, guys. If you don't have to spend a ton of money at the big box stores, and that's something that I preach to people. You don't have to spend a ton of money to get into the sport of hunting. You could go out to your local Walmart like we're doing today and purchase pretty much, from what it looks like, everything you need, at least apparel wise, shotgun wise, rifle wise, ammunition wise, to get you started. You could even see gloves here. Pretty much got any kind of thickness of gloves you want, from the light stuff all the way to the more heavy duty stuff for the colder months. These little half gloves right here that you can fold the fingers over, I love these. These tend to be pretty cool. If I could get it off, I'll show y'all what it looks like. There we go, got it off. So you guys know what I'm talking about there. They call them pop top gloves, or you could fold them back if you want to, shoot, get your finger on the trigger, have a feel for it. And these are right at 20 bucks a pair, so that's a really good deal, I find. But yeah, just about every density that you want as far as gloves go. They even have some little fanny pack bags, it looks like. And of course, hand warmers, guys. These are great. We use these for waterfowl season, especially if you got kids and you're looking to keep them warm, and you throw a couple of these in their pockets, in their boots. It is really good for keeping the kids warm. All right, so next, what about our deer hunting guys, man? As far as trail cameras go, they do have these locked up, but I know this is a popular camera with a lot of my deer hunting buddies. The Tacticam Reveals, they got those right here at Walmart in stock for $100 a camera. Other camera brands as well. They have Moultrie, they have Wild Game Innovations, pretty much all the major brands. They have batteries for replacements on them. Just about everything you could get for a trail camera to get you started. Some that are very affordable. They have the Stealth Cam version, the Fusion Max right here for 69 bucks. They have one for 99 bucks. So really pretty good prices on cameras that you don't have to spend hundreds of dollars on to get you started, So they have a pretty decent selection. So that's good to see as well. All right, so as we go to the other side of the aisle, also deer hunting scent elimination. They have a huge selection of scent elimination. Even got some deer corn down at the bottom right here. So if you guys are looking for deer corn, you can't find it at your local places, you usually get it, come check Walmart out, man. Looks like they have deer corn right here. Also any kind of attractant, salt blocks, any of that stuff. They have a pretty good selection when it comes to all that type of stuff. Even feeders. If you're looking for a feeder, maybe you need to replace a feeder for deer season, now's the time to do that. Looks like they carry the Wild Game Innovations 270 pound capacity right here at Walmart, and it looks like it's right around 150 bucks the price tag on it, so really not too bad for that. Also Moultrie, they got some of their feeders, and of course you're going to need batteries to replace in your feeders, so they have all the batteries in stock. We even use these on our decoys, like our Mojos, stuff like that. So if you need a replacement battery, you're in a pinch and you're around a Walmart, guys, come grab you a battery right here at Walmart. It looks like they're about $8. You could get the cheapest one, and if you pay for a name brand one, which is probably the same company that makes them all, you're gonna pay a little bit more. But it looks like they got a universal battery right here for $8, and it looks exactly the same as these pretty much. So some really good deals. If you're on a budget, you could definitely find what you need right here. So a lot of attractants, a lot of scent elimination. They have everything you need for all the deer hunters out there. Now this is something kind of cool. I know this was I had a buddy of mine last year that was hunting with one of these. This is a rechargeable hand warmer, and it's a 2-in-1. You just plug it in, basically charge it up, and then you can keep this in your pockets or in your vest, whatever you want to do during the colder months. Instead of having the traditional, hot hands like I talked about, you could do this one. And these things get really, really warm from the ones that I tested last season. So pretty cool. You could get one of these for $17.24 here at your local Walmart. But a pretty cool little thing to see. That's something that got popular over the last year or two. That works really well from what I saw with some of my buddies that had them. Also found some belts here on the clothing aisle as well. I had bypassed that a while ago, but if you're looking for a new belt, looks like they have these Realtree belts here, and these are going for $16.74 for a good quality leather belt that's in camouflage. So that's a really nice item for the price. All right, so as we roll on to the next aisle, guys, I'm coming over to the slings, kind of accessory aisle, I guess you could say. Slings, hearing protection. How important is hearing protection, especially for all my waterfowl buddies? I'm telling you guys, it is extremely important. I've really got into protecting my ears over the last couple of years as I'm getting a little bit older. So if you're looking for some, sound canceling earmuffs, it look like they got the Pelters right here for, man, $25. You really can't go wrong for that. And then basically like your typical hearing muffs that you got to, kind of dampen that sound. Also shotgun slings, rifle slings, they have a good selection of those as well. $25, $26, somewhere in that range. Shooting targets as well. So if you're doing some shooting, some planking, I have plenty of shooting targets as well. Also eye protection. So if you're looking to protect those eyes, there you go. They have eye protection. And then this is something we use at our camp quite a bit. Let me get down here. And this is the old hand throwing skeet thrower right here. So we keep several of these at our camp during the season, and we shoot a lot of skeets. So you can pick these up right here, and they're only about, a couple of bucks. $5.84 is what you're looking at there. So cleaning, gun cleaning equipment, they have all of that as well. So a pretty good little selection, like your rim oil, all your attachments to clean your shotguns, your rifles. They have some hops stuff for gun cleaning, pretty much everything you need. And this is very affordable here at Walmart as compared to what you'll see like at Cabela's and Bass Pro and some of the online ones. All right, so as we come down the aisle, if you're looking to protect those guns, especially those of you who have little kids at home, man, this is more geared toward handguns right here. It looks like this shelf. But also they do have in stock a couple of gun cabinets to lock those firearms up, guys. That's important, especially when you got little kids. So they do have something that you can pick up here at Walmart. Also, we have gun cases right here. This is going to be for transporting your firearms to and from the hunting spots, obviously. But they have a pretty good little selection of rifle cases. Not so many shotgun cases, it doesn't look like. This is mainly made for rifles. So they got those. You can pick up a rifle case, guys, for about $13. I think the most expensive one, the camouflage one right here, is $25. And this is a little bit nicer grade, a little bit nicer zipper on it. Got a little bit of almost like a leather material. I think it's a fake leather, but still, it's a nicer rifle case. And for $24, that's hard to beat. I always love these old wooden cases right here as well too for ammunition. I keep these at home, and I'll throw some excess shells or bullets in them in my gun room and keep those. I just like the old rustic look of these, man. So you can pick up one of these still for $24. They used to be a lot cheaper, but for $24, still not a bad deal. So, and then of course for the little ones, if you got a kid that you're trying to get into hunting and you're getting them used to carrying like a gun with them, and we all start out with a BB gun or a pellet gun, of course they have a pretty good selection at your local Walmart of pellets, all that type of stuff. They have BBs, very affordable. And I know that when my sons came up and we were teaching them how to hunt and carry a gun, I started out with a BB gun, and they felt so important to have that gun because they felt like they were part of the group. So that's pretty cool. So you can pick all that stuff also up right here at Walmart. Now for my archery guys, man, it looks like they have a pretty good little selection of bows, especially for the kids. They have some targets right here that you can pick up if you want just a simple bag target to do some shooting in the house or at the camp, wherever you want. They have a selection of broadheads here, fixed broadheads. They also have some pretty much everything you're gonna need, it looks like, to be honest with you. Everything that you need to get started with archery hunting, they got it. There's some more deer corn. You have the bone collector targets, which is one of the nicer targets that Walmart sells, and that one sells for 65 bucks. You can pick up a small bag target for 20 bucks and the mid-size for right around 30 bucks. So yeah, all my archery guys, if you're looking to get into archery, maybe pick up something for the kids to get them started in archery, come on down to the local Walmart, because the one right here in Hammond has a pretty good selection for you. They even have a couple of stands as well, a couple of ladder stands. This one looks like it's the Muddy Warrior DXT, and that stand is selling for right at $100, guys, or $110. You got a Muddy Legend at $120. That's a pretty good deal on that stand. I've seen it actually go for higher than that online. And then you also have cutlery. This is some of my favorite stuff, especially this brand right here, guys. I love Outdoor Edge. This knife right here, I have one very similar to this, and I've been using it, the one with the disposable razor blades on them. I love these knives. They're some of the sharpest in the business. We keep this on us year round to clean fish, hunt squirrels, process small game. We clean ducks with them whenever we do all that. I love the Outdoor Edge products. So they have those right here. That's good to see also here at Walmart. And then of course they have a couple of other accessories to go. You have your foot stirrups. You have some ground blinds. They have an Ameristep ground blind in stock. It looks like that Ameristep ground blind sells for right at 94 bucks. So that's not a bad deal on it. Also, the Rhino, the R200, they have that ground blind right at 98 bucks. So under 100 bucks, guys, you could pick up a ground blind right here at Walmart. And then, of course, me being a duck hunter, I'm always looking at like stuff like this as far as blind material goes, burlap. You could get the camo burlap, $12.97 it looks like. And then the 3D fabric right here for $16.97. So I actually like the burlap. It seems to be a little bit more durable. It'll last you quite a lot longer. So they have that right here at Walmart as well, guys. So looks like they got a little bit of everything for each type of hunting that you want to do, which is very nice. This Walmart seems to be stocked up pretty good. Also looks like we have some more optics here that are locked up, as well as scopes, mounts, rings, that type of stuff for your shooting on your rifles. They have some scopes, laser range finders as well. 40 bucks. Looks like this one, the Halo 450, 100 bucks. I mean, that's the high-end one that they carry from what it looks like. So a little bit of everything. Like I mentioned, I'm really impressed with this particular Walmart because they have quite a bit of stuff for the hunter, man. You don't necessarily have to go to the big box retail stores like your Cabela's and Bass Pros and spend a ton of money to get into your hunting like we talked about. You could come right here to Walmart and save quite a bit of money on gear that is very comparable from what I'm seeing here today. All right, another little area to touch on is lighting. You know, as far as headlights, flashlights, all that. As hunters, we're constantly using headlights. We're in the dark. It looks like they do have a selection of flashlights. I don't see a ton of headlights. I do see one in there, the little Nebo in the back. That little Nebo headlight, I've actually used that one before. It's a pretty good little light, 400 lumens, and they got a 750 lumen one. The 450 lumen looks like it sells for $19.98, and the 750 lumen sells for 34 bucks. So that's a pretty decent little light. They also got this little Coast light, and this one sells for 40 bucks. That's one of the better lights that I know that they make and sell here at Walmart. But I also see some other brands like this little Kodiak for 20 bucks. Not too sure on that, but it looks like it'd be a pretty good little light. 400 lumens on it. So you could pretty much get all of your headlights, that type of stuff. They also have, you know, like regular old flashlights, and anytime you can find the Ozark Trail brand, that's a good bargain usually. That's Walmart's house brand. A little 500 lumen headlight right here with the batteries, with the headband for $8.97. Pretty hard to beat that. So it may not be the best headlight out there, but it's going to get the job done, guys. And of course, if you're at the camp, you know, maybe you're a public land hunter and you're traveling doing some camping, they have all of your chairs, all of the tables that you're going to need if you want to set up camp. Even these little foldable seats right here that we all use pretty much as hunters. You could come and pick those up right here at Walmart. But also another thing I want to touch on that's very important to us as hunters is keeping our game protected and keeping it in good shape so that we could transport it home after the hunt. So what I've noticed is Walmart's got really big into offering some of the name brand ice chests. I'm noticing that today. So you'll see companies like Arctic right here. You know, you could get this Arctic cooler. This is a 32 quart cooler, guys, and look at the price on it, man. It's $150. That's a pretty good deal on a 32 quart heavy duty roto-molded cooler. So you see that one from Arctic. You'll see the igloos. The igloos run right around the same price. There's a 52 quart Arctic cooler, $199, which when you're comparing this cooler and these prices to like Yeti and some of the other ones like Cabela's coolers, which, you know, offer a lot of the same technology, it looks like you could get a much better deal right here at Walmart on some of these. I know guys that use these quite often. This is the Lifetime cooler. This is a 55 quart for $249, or I know that one's actually $130. So that's a hell of a deal on a 55 quart cooler. Igloo, more igloo coolers, different styles, different sizes. There's a smaller Lifetime cooler with a nice handle on it, 89 bucks. I mean, that's really, really hard to beat, man. So yeah, any of your coolers, if you're looking at buying a nice cooler, maybe as a gift for a hunter for Christmas or something like that, come check out Walmart, because it's not just your old cheap coolers anymore like it used to be here at Walmart. They actually carrying some of the higher end name brand coolers, and these coolers are going to last much, much longer, keep all that wild game protected, and be able to transport it you know, home a lot safer and keeping it in better condition. So it's cool to see that they're doing that. They also have some cooler bags as well, guys, in case you're wondering. I don't want to leave that out, because cooler bags are very popular nowadays. So I know if you're keeping your cold beverages at the camp by your side, you might want a cooler bag. So there's an Arctic cooler bag for 120 bucks. You got a Titan cooler bag. I've seen some people with these. It's a little bit less expensive bag, but a pretty decent bag for 40 bucks. Not bad at all. So my point is, they do have cooler bags. They do have nice high-end coolers nowadays that it seems like you could get at a fraction of the price of some of the other brands out there. So don't sleep on those, guys. Also, sleeping bags, tents, any of that type of stuff. Of course, Walmart's always carry this stuff, but they have it in stock. Air mattresses, any of that stuff that you need to set up camp with, they have it in stock. And I promise you, you can't beat the prices over here at Walmart on that type of stuff. It's hard to beat. They have Ozark Trail brand and all of that type of stuff, and it's some of the best prices you could get when you're looking to set up camp. So hey, also something I wanted to mention when we were talking about coolers, this right here, guys, I've started to go to these frozen ice packs right here, and I really like these when compared to ice, having to buy bags of ice. So there's a lot of companies that have started making these, and you will pay quite a bit more money for them than you will right here at Walmart for these that I'm showing you right here. Even this brand right here, Freeze, it's called. This looks like a little bit more expensive one, but for $9.98, you could buy several of these and freeze them and just reuse them as you need. And it'll take up less space in your cooler. It'll give you more room for other stuff to put in the cooler instead of having to fill it with ice. And I've seen some of the high-end ones, like I mentioned. These things go for a lot of money online, these refreezable packs. But you could come to Walmart right here, and they make different sizes. Of course, the size dictates the cost of them. But one like this is perfect for like a small cooler bag or something like that. And you could pick these up for $3.94, to where I've seen some of the other ones online with the big name companies. They'll go for, say, one that size, $20 or $25. So why on earth would you pay more just for the name when you could come right here to Walmart, get these right here for $3.94, and they are just as good. Trust me, because I've had them all just about, and I've used them all. And I can tell you that these right here are excellent. They hold up real well. and they will stay frozen for quite some time. So that's something that I thought was important to mention, because I've really enjoyed going to those, especially when you're having trouble finding ice. You don't have to go looking for an ice machine or a store to buy a bag of ice that's, you know, $2 or $3 for just one bag of ice. All right, and something else not to overlook that I want to make sure I touch on too while I'm here is a lot of us during hunting season, we're in our boats, especially waterfowl hunters. Even my deer hunting guys, man, a lot of you are in your boat throughout the season. So safety equipment is vitally important to make sure that you're legal in your state that you're in. So if you end up, you know, find out that you're missing something safety equipment wise, such as air horns, you know, flare guns. If you're in coastal waters, you got to have flare guns. Just stuff as simple as boat plugs, first aid kits, you know, that type of stuff. Replacing a light that goes out. How many times we have a light go out on our boat during the middle of the season, and you don't have time because you're trying to make a hunt, you don't have time to go and bring it to your dealer and get it fixed or fix it yourself. Well, you could come here, pick up like these little battery operated lights to get you through you know, until you get a break in the season or in the split, and be able to go and get it repaired. This will get you by, and they have them in stock right here at Walmart as well, guys. So a light kit right here looks like it's about $33. You know, you could come and pick that up if you're getting a bind. So don't overlook that type of stuff. You know, bilge pumps, that's very, very important when we're talking about boats in the colder months of hunting season, you know, making sure that you don't sink your boat, that type of stuff. They got bilge pumps here. You can pick up a bilge pump, it looks like, for right around 32 bucks. Another one, a smaller one, for about 28 bucks. Also boat straps. I wouldn't have thought that they have that here, but an Ozark Trail winch strap for your boats, 34 bucks. I could tell you, you know, firsthand, I'm in the marine business, that's cheaper than a lot of dealerships are going to charge you. Also oil, marine oil, that type of stuff. Just those little odd and end things that you never think they might carry. They have it here at Walmart, guys. They even have a fuel tank right here. 60 bucks on a fuel tank. That's crazy for a little 3-gallon fuel tank, but that's what fuel tanks run nowadays. So yeah, any of that type of stuff. Primer bulbs, you know, for your fuel line. They have the fuel line kits with the primer bulb, all that type of stuff. They got you covered, man, and looks like the prices are pretty good on all that stuff as compared to going to like Cabela's, Bass Pro, all that stuff. So I don't want to make it sound like we're bashing those big box stores, because that's not what the video is about. But I just want to prove to you that going to your local Walmart nowadays, guys, you could get just about everything. I'll say it once again, everything that you would buy at all these other big stores and pay way much more money for, you could come right here to your local Walmart and get you out there and outdoors and get you through hunting season, and do it at an affordable price. So that's what the point of the video is. So all right, y'all, so that's the end of the video, but I just want to get your honest opinion. What did you think as far as what we looked at in our local Walmart here in Hammond, Louisiana? Were you kind of surprised at some of this gear that we saw as far as getting ready for hunting season, or did you kind of already know about it? Because I think I was a little bit surprised myself. I've been in Walmart a million times over the last couple of years, but I never really paid too close of attention as to what they had as far as hunting gear goes and all that type of stuff. So I was really kind of surprised myself to see that you could pretty much get everything you need as a hunter right here at your local Walmart. Now I know that each Walmart carries different gear and a different selection, but this particular one may be a little bit more loaded than some of the other ones. So I know that some don't sell firearms anymore, that type of stuff, but some of them do. Most of them here in Louisiana that I've been to do carry firearms. So I'm still glad to see that Walmart is selling firearms for hunters to be able to go in there and make a purchase. But if you enjoyed the video, guys, click that thumbs up, we'd appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And until next time, this is Jacob with Last Stop Waterfowl Outdoors. We'll see y'all again soon, guys.